my name is Timberlake. I am in 5th grade and I am at Uplift Triumph. The reason why I am glad that Black History Month was created because it's not only a month for Black people, but it's a month for everybody, for us to come together and join as one instead of separate like it was before. Because if Black History Month wasn't created, there would have been chaos, there would have been sadness, and we would have been separated. But with Black people, we are able to make everybody come together and as a community. And now I'll be introducing you to kindergarten through 2nd and their influential person that they made, and 3rd through 5th on what happened if this person didn't create their invention. Bye. Have a good time at Triumph.
Good morning, my kinder and pre-K scholars. So first, tell me your name. What's your name?
Scarlett.
Scarlett. And what's your name? Matthew. Awesome. And tell me, what Black History Month hero did we select?
Martin Luther King Jr. Okay.
Yay, way to go. And now we're gonna look at their poster board. Look at this board, everyone. It looks amazing. All right, thank you, pre-K kinder. Good morning. We are starting with our pre-K scholars. Friend, what is your name?
Hosea.
What's your name?
Okay, it's okay.
Okay, what's your name?
Jason.
And what is your name?
Kira.
I can't hear you.
Kira. Say it nice and big.
Thank you. And everybody, what Black History Month hero did we select?
Everybody say it. Say Rosa Parks.
Awesome. And let me see your boards. Let me see your poster boards. Hold it up big for me so I can see it. Open it up. I love it, friends. Oh, look at that. She's sitting on the bus. Thank you, friend. Let me see yours.
Look, hold it. There you go.
Awesome, awesome. And we have one more. Thank you. Good morning. What is your name? And tell me, who is your Black History Month hero? Oh, and can you hold up your poster board so I can see it? I love it, friend. Thank you. Good job. Good morning, friend. What is your name?
Eduardo.
And what grade are you in?
First,
And tell me, who is your Black History Month hero?
Nelson Mandela.
What's his name?
Nelson Mandela.
Awesome. And is there anything you want to tell me about Nelson Mandela?
That formed and protected a fundamental human right to dignity, to a life without gender, struggle for freedom and world peace.
I love that, friend. Thank you so much. Okay, my next friend. Hi. What is your name?
Carlos.
Carlos. And what grade are you in?
First,
And tell me, who is your Black History Month hero?
Tupac.
Tupac. Can you tell me something about Tupac?
He influenced other music artists.
He influenced other music artists. And can I see your poster? Oh, everyone look at this poster. Love it. Thank you so much, friend. All right, good morning. What is your name? And tell me, what grade are you in? 1st grade? And who is your Black History Month hero? And tell me something about her. She won how many gold medals? 4 gold medals? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for sharing that, friend. Awesome, awesome. I'm moving on to the next person. And tell me, what is your name, friend? And what grade are you in? 2nd grade. And who is your Black History Month hero? Rosa Parks. Okay, tell me something about Rosa Parks.
That she was best known for not giving up her seat to a white person on December 1st, 1955.
Friend, that was detailed. I love it. Thank you so much. And can you hold your poster board up so I can see it? I'm gonna let everyone at home see our poster board. Thank you, thank you. All right, friend, good morning. Oh, I love your poster board. Okay. What is your name?
Tony.
Tony. And tell me, Tony, what grade are you in?
2nd.
2nd grade. And let's see, who is your Black History Month hero?
Ruby Bridges.
Ruby Bridges. And tell me something about Ruby Bridges.
She was an activist equal rights for
for the silver, right?
Mm-hmm.
She went to school to William France Elementary
That's a lot.
if I read it,
It's okay.
in New Orleans, Louisiana, and no, there is a teacher named Henry. She was the only one who willing to accept her. And
Okay.
for the entire year, she ate alone and sometimes played with the teacher.
Okay. That's sad, but look, did she make it through? And she was a pioneer, right?
And she never missed a day at school.
She never missed a day. I love that, friend.
Her quote was don't follow the path. Go where there is no path and begin the trail. When you start a new trail equipped with courage, strength, and the only thing that can stop you is you, Ruby Bridges.
I love that. Thank you so much. Okay. Now moving on to my next friend. Okay, friend, what is your name?
My name is Angela.
And what grade are you in?
Second grade.
Second grade. And tell me, who is your Black History Month hero?
Martin Luther King Jr.
Martin Luther King Jr. Is there anything you want to tell me about Martin Luther King Jr.?
Okay, I learned about Martin Luther King Jr. about has a dream like everyone was the same.
He had a dream that everyone was the same. Thank you so much, friend. And thank you to all of my second and first grade scholars. Whoop, whoop. Good morning, third grade scholars. Can you tell me your name, friend?
Maria.
And what grade are you in?
Third.
And tell me, who is your Black History Month hero?
Garrett Morgan.
Garrett Morgan. And tell me something about Garrett Morgan.
He invented the traffic lights and the gas mask.
The traffic light and the gas mask. And how was that helpful to our society?
So the cars cannot crash and so the firefighters cannot breathe in gas.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing, friend. Good morning. What is your name?
Alexa.
Alexa. And tell me, what grade are you in?
Third.
Third grade. And who is your Black History Month hero?
Madam C.J. Walker, and she invented African American hair products, and if she didn't invent it, then people wouldn't have textured hair.
Love that. Thank you so much, friend. Awesome. All right. Good morning. And what is your name?
My name's Olivia.
And what grade are you in?
Third.
And tell me, who is your Black History Month hero?
Mary Van Brown. She had a nickname of Dee. She invented the home security system and the sliding camera television monitor. And she was born in Jamaica, December 30th, 1922, and she died in 1999.
You learned a lot about her. Thank you so much for sharing. And I love your poster board. Awesome. Now I'm moving on to fourth grade, right? And friend, tell me your name.
Robert.
Robert. Nice to meet you, Robert. And can you tell me who is your Black History Month hero?
Garrett Morgan.
Garrett Morgan as well. Tell me something about Garrett Morgan.
Garrett Morgan invented a smoke hood after seeing firefighters struggle to withstand suffocating smoke in the line of duty. His device used a moist sponge to filter out the smoke and cool the air. There was an air intake tube on the bottom to get clean air. The safety hood provided the user with a way to perform energy respiration. He filed for a patent on the device in 1912. His invention became nationally known when he led a rescue team that saved several men's lives after a tunnel exploded under Lake Erie in July 24th, 1916. Previous attempts failed before Morgan arrived. Morgan brought his hood. They succeeded on pulling out two when others joined and several more were rescued. It was later used in World War I.
Friend, that was a lot of information and I love that. And look at this poster board. Thank you so much for sharing that information with me. Thank you. Again, good morning. Tell me, what is your name, friend?
Sophia.
Sophia. And what grade are you in, Sophia?
Fourth grade.
Fourth grade. And tell me, who is your Black History Month hero?
Madam C.J. Walker.
Madam C.J. Walker. And tell me a little bit about Madam C.J. Walker.
She invented black hair products that changed the black industry forever.
and she was one of the nation's first millionaire, and she died of high blood pressure on 1990.
Thank you for sharing that. And you said she was the first woman millionaire? See, that's what I'm talking about. I love it. Thank you for sharing, friend. Good morning. And tell me, what is your name?
Josiah.
Josiah. And what grade are you in, Josiah? Fourth grade. And who is your Black History Month hero?
Nathaniel Alexander.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about Nathaniel Alexander?
He invented the folding chair with a bookrest, and he created this so that it would be easier for people that sang chore or did Bible studies. They would have a resting place for the music. The impact this chair made an impact in church, school, and other places where people sat behind
Where people sat behind each other, right?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome.
What if it was never created? If it was never invented, people would have trouble finding good seats for schools, churches, and other gathering places.
I really love that. And I love how you included what if it would have never happened, because that's what third, fourth, and fifth grade did. What if projects and the impact on this invention. Thank you so much. Moving on to my next person. So tell me, what is your name, friend?
My name is Isaiah. For my Black History Month hero, I did George Washington Carver. George Washington Carver was an inventor, agricultural scientist. He was born in 1864 in Missouri. Him and his brother were taken care of by Moses Carver after his dad died and his mom and sister were sold by slave jackets. As he grew, he worked in Mr. Carver's farm and garden. Growing older, he promoted the idea of protecting the environment and later taught poor farmers how to grow more than just cotton. Sadly, he died after falling down the stairs in 1943.
You included a lot of information. Let me just zoom in so people can see this part. And that was about who he was, right? Now you're about to talk more about the invention?
What did George Washington Carver invent? In 1897, George became director of State University. While there, he invented the crop rotation method. This impacted the world in the way that gave it poor black farmers environmental freedom. He taught them how to harvest peanuts and sweet potatoes in order for the soil to get nutrients it needs, and in advantage, the people get protein they need.
All right. Is that all you want to share, or you want to keep going? It's up to you.
The different foods he invented were milk, flour, ink, dye, plastics, and soaps. For sweet potatoes, he invented flour, vinegar, ink, fake rubber, stamp glue. What did this lead to? When he was young and worked on Mr. Carver's farm and garden, there he became curious about plants and soils and fertilizers.
So now we're going to learn what would have happened if he would have never invented this. Tell me what would have happened.
If he never invented this rotation, this never brought up, the harvesting soils would have stayed ruined. Growing peanuts and sweet potatoes brought nitrogen back to the soil after cotton was harvested.
Awesome. And thank you so much for sharing that. And tell me, what grade are you in?
5th grade.
You're a 5th grader. Awesome. Okay, so my next person, tell me your name.
My name is Leah Flores.
Awesome. And you are in the 5th grade as well?
Yes.
And tell me, who is your Black History Month hero?
Charles drew and he invented blood banks.
Wow, you did a PowerPoint presentation? Yeah. Okay. You can read it all, or you can paraphrase. You just tell me what you want to do.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So the blood bank was invented in 1932. A blood bank is a place where when someone stores or donates donates blood and the blood has no urgent use, they store or bank it so the blood will stay good for long periods of time. A lot of good has come out of this invention, and it has helped a lot of people because back then they didn't know how to store blood. So Charles Drew figured out that you had to freeze plasma, so you could, and then when someone needs a blood transfusion or it's need for surgery, that the doctor can go unfreeze the blood and do a blood transfusion. That's what he learned. That's how, yeah.
Awesome.
And then Charles Drew was born on June 3rd, 1904 and passed away on April 1st, 1950. He was the oldest of 5 siblings, but when he was 16, the influenza virus or the flu hit, and it killed his sister Elsie. In high school, he got a scholarship for a college in Massachusetts, and he had to he was very athletic, so he was hospitalized after a game, and he thought about his sister Elsie. After he graduated from the college, he decided he wanted to apply for medical schools. But since to raise money, he decided that he would work as a biology teacher and also help around with the fitness programs at the school. But since he was African American, he knew he would have a hard time trying to get into the schools. Eventually, he got invited to a Harvard program.
Wow.
And that's where he worked on blood. That's where he found his interest for blood. What if? The blood bank has helped a bunch of people with quick blood transfusions, but what if it was never invented? So, since a lot of people are used to having blood banks, it would be harder for blood to stay good for periods of time if it had no urgent use. So a lot of people would probably die if there was no donor available, or if there was no frozen plasma, or if there was no blood stored. And thanks to Charles Drew, we have easier ways to store blood for longer periods of time. And then here's some fun facts. Charles Drew was very athletic. He invented mobile blood banks during World War II for soldiers and had refrigerators filled with plasma. He died in a car crash after going to an operating theater and lost control of the vehicle. He went to Harvard to teach before he died, he went to Harvard to teach African American students who wanted to be surgeons, and he also fought for African American rights due to the small population of black physicians.
Awesome. Is that it?
Yes.
That was an amazing presentation, friend. Thank you so much. And we have one more. Good morning. What is your name, friend?
My name is Josiah, and
Hold on. What grade are you in, Josiah?
Oh, I'm in 5th grade.
5th grade. And who is your Black History Month hero?
My Black History Month hero is Percy Levine Julian. Yeah. Here are some pictures of Percy Levine Julian. Him and his family, him when he got awarded, and him when he was a chemist. Percy did have 2 children, Percy Levine Julian and Faith Rosalie Julian. His mother and dad, his mother was Elizabeth Lena Julian, and his father was James Sumner Julian. He did have a wife, which was Anna Rosalie Johnson. They used their names as their kids' name. So as you can see, Percy Levine Julian and Faith Rosalie, so Anna Rosalie.
Okay.
What was his purpose in the chemist industry? His purpose was Percy first created the drug. I forgot how to pronounce it. Physostigmine. In 1899 to 1975, previously only available from its natural source, the calabar bean. His creation wasn't just for people to look at when he used that drug as a cure for the disease called glaucoma.
Glaucoma?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was an eye disease caused by being over 55, Black, Asian, or Hispanic. He created this to help other people when he did create it. What if Percy Levine Julian didn't create this? Today, right now, we would probably have a lot of warnings about being sick. Watch out, like there are virus, disease going on. Be careful. He inspired a lot of people to research and taught other people his creation, not having not only having him, not having him would have everybody else maybe confused about the drug, or if the drug wasn't created, the eye disease would probably go around and other people would be more infected. I don't think we have time for a video. Do we have time? It's like a 1-minute video.
Okay, go ahead. If it's a part of your presentation.
During the Jim Crow era of forced segregation, he would go on to become one of the great minds of chemistry in spite of the hostile world in which he grew up. In 1916, Julian was accepted to DePaul University in Indiana, but he was not allowed to stay in on-campus housing. He quickly made a deal with the Phi Beta Kappa fraternity to stay in their basement in exchange for cleaning the house and fixing meals for the fraternity members. He graduated first in his class from DePaul in 1920 and was selected as the class valedictorian. Julian earned a master's degree from Harvard, but was denied entry into PhD programs in the United States because he was black. Eventually, he received a fellowship to study at the University of Vienna in Austria, where he earned his PhD. It was here that he began to unlock the secret chemistry of plants. In 1939, Julian returned to the United States to work for the Glidden Paint Company. His research led him to the discovery of methods for extracting material from plant matter that could then be synthesized into compounds like progesterone, estrogen, testosterone, and cortisol. His discoveries have been used in treatments for inflammation, in hormone therapy, and as immune system suppressants, to name just a few. Many of Percy Julian's methods and discoveries are still widely used today. Percy LaVon Julian was raised in Montgomery, Alabama.
So, as you can see in this video, when he wanted to go somewhere, he had to work for where he wanted to go, and when he did do that, he had to work. At his time, he couldn't just do anything he wanted. Slavery still went on, and he still had to work as again. My reason of choice that I picked this person was I picked this role model because when I looked for black inventors, he really stood out and held a school for other kids, teaching him this invention. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, friend.
Wow, did you enjoy those projects? Thank you, pre-K and second grade, for those wonderful, influential posters, and our 3rd and 5th graders for What If projects. We just want to take the time to thank each and every one of you for your hard month at Uplift Triumph. We are celebrating the contributions of Black Americans throughout history. We appreciate every contribution that has been made throughout history because we couldn't have done it without them, right? And so I want you to take the time and maybe rewatch the 3rd through 5th grade projects of what if they didn't create those things, right? Where would our world be? So I just take the time to say thank you so much. We appreciate Falcons. Learn, lead, triumph. Have a great day.